Do you want to know how the institutions influence forex prices? Let me show you a live recording of this recent weekly contract analyzing the order flow beforehand and the resulting price action using the exact same steps highlighted in our previous video. As you can see from the trade I took, I sold at the high and aimed at the weekly contract target EBITDA price, which was delivered smoothly with zero hassle. Without wasting any time, let's jump right into our data telegram channel. Hi guys, welcome to our first weekly contract forecast. Henceforth, I'll be making weekly contract forecasts for everyone on the Telegram channel so that you can see how I am interpreting the data on Euro USD and we can all use the ideas together. So we are starting from today. As you can see, this is my Euro USD chart that I'll be using for the forecast. I've already marked the orders as shared in the channel. What we have to do now is to calculate the intra-week contract order count for the two intra-week contracts in the previous weekly contract. Then we can add the two together to know the direction for this new weekly contract. As you can see, I have marked my weekly contract. This green line marks the beginning. Here is the first intra-week contract, and this will be the end of this new weekly contract, which will be ending on Tuesday, the 1st of October. Let's go ahead and do the intra-week order count for Wednesday to Friday contract. As you can see from the previous contract, we had this pending sell order right here, which was picked on the first day of the intra-week contract. And like you already know from our lessons, when a pending order is picked in a new intra-week contract, that will read as two orders. So we have two sell orders right here, plus this one that was placed there. That means we now have 3 sells, 0 buy. There was no buy order placed right here, so let's go ahead and mark that. 3 sells, 0 buy. Yeah, so that's it for the first intra-week contract. Let's then move on to the second intra-week contract. As you can see, there was only one order placed, which is a buy, and no pending order was picked from the previous intra-week contract, and no pending order was also picked in the Monday Tuesday intra-week contract. That means we have 1 buy, 0 sell, so 1 0 for that intra-week contract. Now we have the order count for the two intra-week contracts. 3-0 for the first one and 0-1 for the second one. What we do now is to add the two together. So for the buy side, we have 1 order, and for the sell side, we have 3. So that leaves us with a total of 1 buy, 3 sells for this current weekly contract. That means we should be expecting bearishness, and this will be our target, the low of the weekly contract. So let me go ahead and mark the target. Right here is that low. That is marked. Now we already know we are expecting a sell-off. The next thing is to look at the order opened on the last day of the weekly contract. As you can see, on the last day of this weekly contract, there was no order opened, so it's neutral. And in a neutral situation, we expect the sell move to start anytime on the first day. That's if there is nothing drawing price to the upside. So, but from what we have right now, we have the monthly contract target, which is yet to be picked, and that was why I kept telling you guys that we are expecting bullishness to take the monthly target. This target has been taken right here on futures chart, but as we all know on the forex chart, it is yet to be taken. I expect them to come back and take it before the sell will begin. Now that is what I can see that is about to happen right here. So what I'm expecting for this new week is for price to reach the monthly target, which is also the quarterly target, as you can see from the label. Run that target. From there, we now expect the sale to start, and this will be our target. Then within the week, while the target is on, we keep monitoring the daily orders that come into the market to know if there will be a reversal at the run of that weekly target. So I expect price to go up, take out this target, and from that point I will expect a sell to start. I don't know when the target will be reached. It can be fast, it can be slow. So once we get to this target point, we check the order that is opened on that day. The order that is opened on the day will tell us if we should look for reversal or we should look for continuation. And as you can see on my chart, I have my EBITDA fence. The EBITDA fence is the 3 close EBITDA prices. If you mark your EBITDA prices very well, you will see the spacing in between them, that there are 3 EBITDA prices that are close together. Those are the ones around the round figures, the 100 pip mark. So those 3 makes up the EBITDA fence. Most of the time that is where reversals happen. Price will go into the fence, and inside that fence it will find smaller time frame liquidity and create some reversal price action, and then we have our reversal. So that's it. Let's see how price will deliver all the accumulated order. I'll see you guys on the next update. Hi guys, welcome to the update of our forecast video. As you can see, on the first day of the weekly contract, the market played out as expected. We got the push to the upside to pick the quarterly and monthly targets. After taking that, the market started dropping. This is where I got in on my trade. I had my sell trade right here. The market dropped. I got my first take profit, and on the second day the market started retracing. I expected a shorter retracement than this, but the market decided to give us a deep retracement, and that's because the institutions opened a buy trade right here, as you can see. And on the third day, the market continued the bearish push just to go pick this pending buy order right here. Immediately they picked that, we got a rejection back to the upside. At this point, that was when I posted in the group that I will be trailing the position extremely tight so that I don't get to lose part of the profits I've made. And that's exactly what I did. I got taken out around this point. And that was how I ended the first intra-week contract of this weekly contract. So that means we ended the first half of the weekly contract in a range. Why this happened is basically because we are at the midpoint of the monthly contract, and at that point we expect the institutions to have a reevaluation of their book, and that is when we get reaccumulation for continuation or accumulation for reversal. That's what I'll be expecting. So that means Monday is going to be marked with a red line, which is monthly. Just like this point is the beginning of the monthly move, here is the midpoint of the monthly move. I'm already making a video on this, so don't worry, you will understand this after watching that video. For the second half of this intra-week contract, which happens to be the re-evaluation phase of the monthly contract, I expect the market to still be bearish because the target for the institutions is bearish on the monthly basis. So I expect price to still go down, but because we are now at the reevaluation phase, I won't expect the first move to be a down push. So I will expect the market to push up. If I get a confirmation on that, I will take that buy, and I'll keep watching AUD USD and New Zealand USD because those are the two pairs that are closer to the eye, and they may be the one to run that eye to reaccumulate for the continuation of that sell move. So that's exactly what I'll be expecting. Let's adjust our forecast. What I'll be expecting now is for market to open, we'll get some short-term move to the downside, and then we get some move to the upside that will create the SMC divergence on another pair. When those pairs take out the high of the previous intra-week contract, that's when I'll be looking to sell on euro. At that point is where I'll take my sell again. Maybe we'll be able to push down, but because it's Monday Tuesday contract, I won't expect any major move until Wednesday. So this is exactly what I'm expecting for the next intra-week contract based on the orders we have. Let's do the order counts for this intra-week contract, as we already have all the orders for the daily contract. On the first day, we got a sell. From the previous intra-week contract, there was no order picked. That means we should just focus on the orders opened within this intra-week contract. So on the first day, we had a sell. That's one. On the second day, we got a buy, which was picked here, which makes that 2 buys and 1 sell. So the total order count for this intra-week contract is 2 buys, 1 sell, which means the next intra-week contract should be bullish, and that's exactly what we are expecting. So the bullishness will happen, but I don't expect it to reach the target on Euro USD. The target will be taken on AUD USD or New Zealand USD. So after that target is taken, that's when I'll be looking to sell. But I will still look at the orders that come into the market. If we don't get that SMT divergence on Monday, I'll check the order opened on Monday. If it is a sell, that's a very good confirmation that yes, we are ready to go down, and hopefully that's how the market will play out. So that is the other count for this intra-week contract. The weekly contract target is still active on the major pairs that I watch. On these 5 pairs, the weekly target is still very much available, so we expect price to try to go towards that level. I don't think it will be able to reach it, especially on Euro USD, but then we'll still be able to get in on some trade and catch a little 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 risk reward trade. That's it. See you on the next update. This is the final update on the recently concluded weekly contract. We had our prediction the price will go up and then will drop from there, and that's exactly what happened. Price went up, took out this high, and from that point they opened a lot of sales and market went straight down and fulfilled the weekly target as expected. Although I was expecting this price action to be slow because it's Monday, Tuesday, and Monday, Tuesday contracts are well known for being slow. But because we had a range in Wednesday to Friday contracts, I believe that's what helped this to gather enough momentum to deliver this very sharp sell to the downside. That's a live example of what I explained in the previous video that I posted on YouTube, so that you guys can see it work live in the market.